What going on, y'all? What going on, y'all? Looks like we got a few people in the room already. Good to see. Oh, we already got a thumbs down. Awesome. That's how we like to start off a stream. Thumbs down before I even said a word. God bless you, hater. All right, let's see what we got here. Zach Rodriguez, what's up? Michael Bolton. Brad, we got two people that are first. Blue Dog says not first. What's going on, guys? What's going on, James Mercer? Let's see who else we got in here. Joe Cook. What's going on? What's going on, Cube? Shot a -13 in his second ever expert. Very nice, very nice. Fun and James. Fun and James throwing out the blue cans. Okay, if you say so, James. If you say so. There we go. Pop one open. Let's see who else we got in here. Randy Stibb. What's going on, Randy? What's going on, Terry? Hello, Miss Sandy Bell and John Bell. How's it going? What's going on, Jared A? We got the game in here. Tim Olson. Craig Bartow. Thank you very much. Chris Foss. What's going on? Yes, I agree. I think the clan is going to be a very fun addition to the game. Give us something extra to do. What's up, Aaron Meadows? Scott F., what's going on today, my friend? Hopefully you all have been playing a little bit of your qualifying round and doing okay. Let's see, let's close down some of these windows. We got the game reloading now. Michael Bolton knows what's up. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Stephen Otay? What's up, Mike? How's it going? Mr. Lordy, what's up, man? What's up, Teeps Martin? Danny R. Got a good crowd in here tonight already for this evening. Expert qualifying round. At football training today, they gave away pairs of boxing gloves. Giving them to your lady tonight. Okay, football, which I assume you're talking about soccer, and boxing gloves. I mean, what kind of soccer do you all play over there in Australia? What's up, Clint? All right, so we're going to be playing the expert here. Planning to qualify tonight. I did not practice at all yesterday on the expert. I meant to try to get a 9-hole practice session in. It just never happened. Had some things come up that took away my time, and we weren't able to practice at all. I have played a rookie and 2 pro rounds and about half of another pro round. So I feel comfortable with the holes. They're all holes that we've played before. It's basically really just relearning all the adjustments and small little adjustments that you need to make on each hole to get the drop. And I think it's going to be a pretty good scoring tournament for everybody. I've seen a lot of -13s, -14s. I think I had a -15 today earlier on my low-level rookie account. But I think we're going to have a pretty good scoring tournament. Definitely going to be one that depends on getting the drop. Oh, okay, so they're just giving out kind of like a prize, Aaron. I gotcha. What's going on, Miss Annabelle? How's it going? Mr. Pete, how's it going? So I think I've pretty much caught up to everybody in the chat. We're going to go ahead and get playing. I'm not sure if anybody else is planning to stream tonight. I think Brad is back in town. Maybe he's going to stream. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so Zach asked about the team tournament. I think we are going to be doing a live draw tomorrow at some point. I'm not 100% sure exactly on what time it'll be tomorrow, but it will be tomorrow. The thing is the opening round really does not matter because the scores from the opening round do not matter. So we have a couple days to kind of get things together because the only scores that are going to count towards your team score are your qualifying rounds and your weekend rounds. So we kind of want you all to have the opening rounds with no stress. Hopefully everybody gets on a team, can qualify for the weekend round with no stress about the opening round. Now, that may change in future tournaments, but for right now, we're just going with the qualifying round and the weekend round. So teams of 3, 6 scorecards each team to determine the winner. So that's how we're going to be doing it. All right, so we're going to start things off. Hole number 1. We're going to be going with my Thor 5 and a sniper. And we're going to be playing this one with the Kingmaker. All right. So we're going to be playing it to the right side. And the theory is to put myself in position for a nice looking shot with my sniper for my second shot. What's going on? Daniel McStoots in the house. What's up, buddy? So here we go. Make sure we hit the correct division. Expert. 1 million coins. Bye-bye, 1 million coins. Hopefully we can gain you back. Now we do want to go, I think, let me go here and check my front page. I think I do have slots open for chest. Yep. We've got the slots open. So we're ready to win some Tour 9 chests along the way, hopefully. That's what James says. Everybody, let's partay. Hopefully I give you all something to partay about. So hole number 1, we're going to play a curl shot to the right side. Full top and full left spin. We're not going to play a whole lot of curl on this shot. We are going to play this fairly close along that left-hand edge. Every alba or hole-in-one, I've got a skull of beer. Might be kind of difficult unless I don't get any, because I've only got one. I got to make a run to the store tomorrow. There you go, Daniel McStoots using those custom emojis. Daniel McStoops, one of the sponsor members of the stream. So it looks like my opponent's going to play his shot to the right side as well. I'd assume he's going to use pretty much a good amount of left curl. Yep, there he goes. And let's see if we can get this one lined up good. So we're going to be going with the Thor. 7.8 wind. Okay. Pretty much something like that right there is how I like that shot. And about 4.7 rings for an adjustment on this one. And a little bit of curl. Hit it great right, that'll be okay. If you're going to hit it great one way, great right is the way to do it. So that shot looks pretty good, puts us pretty close up there. We should be in a good position for our second shot with our sniper now. What's up, Michael Griffin? Thank you very much, sir. What's going on, Terry Jackson? All right. Well, hopefully you can survive, Mr. Terry. What's going on, Gary Treese? How's it going? Let's see here. We're going to play this one at about 7. We're going to play this one at about 7. Ah, great to the right. A little bit short, a little bit short. I think we went with the 1.5 backspin on that one. Looks like we could probably change that to about a 1. So definitely something to add into the notes. Change it to 1 backspin. What's up, John? How's it going? Appreciate it. Yes, Daniel, Mississippi State is coming to Lexington. I sure wish I lived a little bit closer. That would definitely be something fun. Zach says, what do I mean by 1 back? It means 1 backspin on the shot adjustment. Hit that one in for the eagle. Yes, I read your notes, Tim. I also saw you go past the hole on your shot. So that's why I was monkeying around with a 1.5, just to see if that was any better. So we're going to try to play the shootouts here. Trying to get the chests. In qualification, we'll just go ahead and play the shootouts. You can play this one far back on that fairway section. You can play it close up like my opponent's playing it. 9.8. Play about a 10% elevation change. You talking about that rough bump right there? We're just trying to go for the win right here. Just trying to go for the win. And, almost put it in. That's a pretty good way to play this hole. You know, I think you have a pretty good chance of playing the ace right there with that that method. I've been seeing a lot of people going with a rough bump from the top right corner of the green. And it definitely looks like a pretty interesting shot. One I may try, actually, this round and see how it goes. But you can always play it from that bottom portion with the Goliath, and that's always a very consistent play, at least, you know, that I've ever seen. So here we go, hole number 2. And we're going to play hole number 2 with our Thorpe hammer and a Kingmaker. I'm going to check here the chat, see if anybody had anything to add in the chat. I've got some people talking about the rough bump. Yeah, Aaron, I agree. Shootouts do suck. It would be nice if we didn't have to even worry about shootouts. I like that. I like that. What you said, Michael. Got to give it a chance. Definitely agree on that. All right, here we go. Let's move on to our next hole. Hole number 2, and we will be playing our shot over the bunker on this shot. We're going to go with a 10% adjustment on this one. And we're going to see what kind of distance we have with this club with the Kingmaker. Could always switch over to the Titan for a little bit more distance. Fun and James likes the extra mile 8 on this hole. That's definitely a good club to use, no doubt. If I had a Thor 4, James, I probably would have switched to the extra mile 8. But since I have a Thor 5, that's why I stayed with the Thor. But if I had only had a Thor 4, I definitely would have gone with the 8. Extra 10% basically means, like say your wind's 5 miles per hour, an extra 10% would mean you would adjust as if your wind was 5.5 miles per hour. So we got 9 miles per hour of wind on this one, so 6 rings. 6 rings. Hit that one perfect. This one should be okay. No! In the bunker we go. That has not happened to me many times on this hole. So we are going to be playing out of the sand, it looks like. Looks like we need to overpower that shot a little bit more than we did. Definitely a much easier shot in the pro. You got a tailwind. I have not played that shot in the expert, so that was definitely an interesting experience right there. You learn valuable lessons. Yep, I see that, Tim. Did not practice at all yesterday on this account, as I already said, so this is the first time seeing the holes. I made a mistake right there by playing that shot like I would play it on my pro account. That's where I made a mistake right there. So we're going to adjust this one at 1.2 and see how this one goes. And oh my gosh, we got robbed. Well, got to make a decision now. Do we play through or do we play this as a practice? We're going to play the next few holes here. Play at least probably through hole number 5 and see how it goes and then make a decision from there. I do have one extra day to qualify tomorrow, and I ain't got no problem using this as a practice round. This is the first time playing the course in the expert, so. All right, so we got hole number 3, and we're going to go ahead and try for the, I guess we're going to go ahead and try for the rough bump with the sniper at this point. So let's see, what ball should we use? I guess we could just use the Kingmaker. Let's use one of these special Kingmakers. Maybe that'll help a little bit extra. So we'll go with the Kingmaker. We're going with the sniper. I'm pretty sure we're going to play this one at, I think we play this one at max distance with the rough bump. And I think one down, full left. And it feels to me, like playing this from the top corner, we should be playing an uphill adjustment. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's just kind of what it feels like. And I could be wrong. If we can get the ace right here, we'll be good. That'd be awesome. What's up, Jonathan Tesh? How's it going tonight? No, they have not, Benjamin. That'll be taking place probably tomorrow. I hear you, Jeff. That's why I'm going to make my decision by hole number, after hole number 5. That'll give me 4 holes to bogey on, and that should definitely give me enough time. But yeah, definitely can play hole number 2 differently. Got to put a little bit of power on that, a little bit of overpower. I see. All right, so let's see what we got here. Left, 1 backspin. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. So we got 5, 8.4-ish. Yeah. Hit it great left. Hopefully that doesn't cost me. Yep. So I'm thinking it wasn't even the great left that cost me. Probably somewhere in the actual adjustment for the wind. I played that pretty much as a 1-to-1 adjustment right there. And that might not have been the way to go. Also did hit a great left, had a little bit of lag on the needle. But I think the problem with that one was the actual adjustment on the wind. It may not be an 8 ring adjustment. That's probably a shot right there where you want to use a little bit more of a wind ball to take that wind down a little bit. What's up, RJ? RJ, we're not 100% sure yet if this is going to be for reals or a practice. Not 100% sure yet. Oh, wow, that was almost a nice try. Yeah, unfortunately, the chat does not show up until after I've already taken my shot. So it's kind of hard to, well, I guess that settles it. I'm trying to read the chat here. Yeah, I saw a hole-in-one on that shot. So what we're going to be doing, I think, is we're going to be trying some things here on this 9 holes. I think we're going to try to go through the woods on 7. We're going to try to play left on 8. What's up, Gordon Hamilton? How's it going tonight? Pete says with a power 3 ball, you have to play almost min to mid. I don't know if we're talking about the same shot, Pete. Because, I mean, I don't know. You may be correct right there. All right, let's see. We got hole number 4. We're going to play this one with the Thor 5, and we're going to stick with, I think we're going to go with the Hornet on this one. I think we're going to go with the Hornet. And we're going to go with the Kingmaker ball. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Let's see. Power 3 ball, you have to play min to mid. Well, I played that one max. That would definitely explain. Um, that would definitely explain the lack of distance on the shot. See? Well, there we go. Y'all can learn. You can learn from my mistakes. So min to mid. So you'll take a value, whatever your value is, in between min and mid, and that'll be the ring adjustment for that rough bump. Okay. Good to know right there. Good to know. And oh boy, hopefully this guy does not forfeit on me. Because I would really like to practice these shots right here. Please don't forfeit, buddy. So 7.6, that's a 4.6. A little bit of left curl. And we hit it great left, but that should still be okay. And we roll that one out there, down the fairway. Be interesting to see where we're set up now for our Hornet shot. That's not quite as far as I would like to be down the fairway, and I would like to be a little bit farther to the left, actually. I hope so, Zach. I hope he lets me take my shots for sure. Because, I mean, we're going to try to sink this shot. We are going to try to sink this shot for sure. So we got the Hornet here for our second shot, hopefully. Unless I am too far out. The Thornet. That's right. My bad, Michael. The Thornet. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's see if we even have a Thornet shot. No, it's going to be a Goliath. Goliath. Min-level Goliath. So 8.8 min-level Goliath shot. It's kind of interesting. 3.2. Hit it perfect. And lift that one a little bit short. That's okay. We really don't want to be taking Goliath shots on this hole. We do want to be in the Thorn or Hornet range for sure. So we do know to make sure that we put a little bit more top spin on our drive on this hole. Go full top spin, full left spin on this shot. RJ had a minus 14. Very nice. I never actually saw the final score. That's pretty cool. Scott F. asks, are the new rules in Golf Clash going to affect players who only play tournaments? If so, how? I'm tired of getting my butt kicked by the Smurfs. The Smurfs. The new rule in Golf Clash going to affect players who only play tournaments. Scott F., I'm not 100% sure. It really depends on their relegation. I guess if they've never relegated higher or had a higher trophy, then I guess they won't be affected by it. At some point, though, they do have to, move up. So, relegating down won't be an issue. Won't be something they can do. But definitely an interesting question right there. So let's just see what this right here does. 7.7. Play this at 6.2. Oh well, we're just going to hit it. Maybe it'll turn out okay. Looks like it might be okay. Not too bad for a shootout. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how they're going to deal with that as well, and how far in the back they're going to look, or if it's just going to start like when they come out with the update. That's not something they actually really addressed. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. So yeah, I'm more hesitant to believe that it's going to be looking forward. I really doubt that they're going to actually go back and dig up all that stuff. Unless they have it easily accessible. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of the more of those moving forward type things, but could be wrong. What's up, Mr. Tot? How's it going tonight? What's going on, Chef? Good to see you all in here tonight. Anybody else that's snuck in here while I've been playing? What's going on? So we botched up hole number 2 on the drive, as I said before. This is, we came in with intentions to try to qualify, but I had never seen these holes. I made a mistake of just trying to play hole number 2 like I played it in pro with just the wind, and with the complete side wind, you just can't do that. You gotta put a little bit of power behind that shot. So our next hole is going to be hole number 5, and Thor 5. We're going to go with a Thor and a sniper for this shot. So Thor and the sniper. I'm going to go with the Kingmaker again, and we're going to change Echo out to the Thorn. All right. We may be taking a risk by bringing our Sniper 9 and not bringing our Guardian. But being that this is practice, I'm going to just go ahead and stay with the Sniper and see what kind of a second shot it offers. And see if it's actually something possible, or do I need to go back and switch to a little bit longer length wood club. So we'll just wait and see. And we're going to play this one at a 10% adjustment as well. We're at -4, Clint. We're okay right now. We're definitely okay. What going on, Nene? I don't know if I said hello to you, but what's up? -13 and -14 for Jason. Very nice. Only used basic ball. Very nicely done, sir. Well, Chris, I'm glad there's someone out here that keeps track of those kind of stats. That's funny. 7.1. Okay. Full right, 2 top spin. I want to aim it right about up in there. Okay, so that's 2 rings. So what we're going to do is instead of 4.7, we're only going to adjust, we're going to move it out a little bit, and we're only going to adjust about 2.7. Hit that one perfect. Hopefully we had enough spin on that one. Yeah, we did. And that's going to roll nicely. If you did not see what I did, I moved my cursor into overpower about 2 rings to the actual location of where I wanted my ball to drop, and then I moved my ball back to the edge of max. I knew that a 7.1 mile per hour wind calls for 4.7 rings of adjustment on that shot. So knowing that I wanted 2 extra rings of distance, I only moved my target 2.7 rings back. So by doing that, I gave myself an extra 2 rings of distance on the shot. Hopefully what I just said makes sense, but that's kind of more of an advanced wind guide type of a tip. So max, almost max here. We're going to play this one at about 4.5. Let's see how this one works out. 9.1 is, we're going to play this one at 9. Play this one right about 9 rings. Hit that one perfect. And are we going to get a bounce? We are. Ooh. Not too shabby of a shot right there. Not too shabby of a shot. So I really like my adjustments on this hole. Feel pretty confident with that 4-5 and the sniper right there. So definitely happy with that. We will not be making any kind of changes there to the notes. The only thing that I will do a little bit differently right there is I'm going to move my landing spot up just a small little bit, like almost like barely even noticeable. You know what we're going to do? I'm just going to miss right here. I'm not sure where my opponent is. I haven't been paying attention. You know, I went with a 4.5 ring, 4.5 bar backspin on that shot. I could back that off to 4 backspin, but I really kind of like the 4.5 bars of backspin. So instead of changing my backspin, I'm just going to change my location of my target on the shot and take the tip of that ball guide a little bit closer to that hole. So now that I see it's a fairly true look. Yeah, the reason why I did not just forfeit that is because I was not 100% sure on what my opponent did, and I didn't want to take the chance of messing him up at all. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go with 4. I'm going to go with the 4.5. I like the 4.5 there on that shot. All right, so our next hole, hole number 6, we're going to be playing this one with the quarterback. I've seen a lot of people giving the quarterback some love. I mean, you can play. I mean, I could move it down to 4, Tim, or I could leave it at 4.5 and just move my target a little bit closer, you know, to the edge on the initial adjustment. So, I mean, you can play it either way probably and be okay. I just kind of, I don't know. I have a good feeling about that 4.5. All right, so here we go. Quarterback. We got the quarterback in. And I guess we'll stick with the Kingmaker ball. And we're going to play this one at a 10%. adjustment downhill on the shot. And quarterback. All right. You play what shot 10%? Are you talking about that the last hole, or are you talking about this hole that we're getting ready to play on 6? I'm not 100% sure on what hole you're talking about now, Tim. Very nice, Terry. Finishing at a 14 under. Very nice, very nice. You play that at a 10%, minus 10% or a plus 10%? Okay, so there we go. Ah, great to the left. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Would have been interesting to see that if it was a perfect hit shot. I played that one a little bit offset to the left side of the cup just because of the wind. This is a straight. Would have liked to see that one on a perfect. I think it would have been pretty close. I still like that setup right there with the quarterback for sure. Full backspin, and then basically you go as much right spin as you can on the shot. It's a min-level adjustment, and you can use about a half a ball of curl. So it was about 6.7 rings, and that's what the guide calls for. The wind adjustment guide calls for. And I used just as much curl as you did, 1/2 a ball. So we are going to just go ahead and forfeit this one. And move on to the next hole. Now, I played the rings according to what the wind guide says. 7.6 miles per hour is a 6.7 min adjustment with the quarterback 10, and that was with a 10% adjustment, a 10% extra adjustment for the downhill shot. So, all right. Hole number 7. And this one right here, we're going to try to go through the woods. We're going to play this one through the woods, just for fun. We're going to see how it plays. Let's see, what are we going to use here? We're going to go ahead and use a Titan ball here. And we're going to put the Thor in. Okay. And we're going to see if we can pound this one through the trees. I don't know, Tim. Let's see what it does with see, that's the 6.7 at min is with a 10% downhill adjustment. So that changes the min to 6.7. So that's where the change was. 10% downhill shot. That extra 10%. So maybe don't play maybe there's no elevation change in that hole, but I always thought that was about a 10% elevation change right there. But I guess they could be wrong. I don't know. But that's what it is, Tim. If I take the 10% away, then that 6.7 is mid, and min is 6.1. So that is where the change was right there. So I don't know. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, my bad, Gordon. We're just practicing. Sorry. I had a chance to subtract a stroke off my scorecard, so I did it. But yeah, that was definitely that was definitely the confusion. So that's where we want to go, right there. So 5.2 rings. We hit it perfect, so I don't know. Let's see what it does. Well, I guess I have to hit a little more power than that. Oh well. I think we're going to stick with going to the right side when we play this hole tomorrow. Gary says, do I think 10 and 12 will get all the new holes Monday? I think so. If you go and look on the notes, it actually shows which tours will be on which tours. So you can look at it that way. Let's see, we're going to do this. That was interesting. What's up, United? How's it going? We are practicing. We smurfed up hole number 2 on the drive, so we decided to go with the practice round. I did not get to play at all yesterday in Expert, so this was basically my first look at the holes, Expert-wise. The wins are definitely a lot different in Expert than in the Pro. See, played Pro for the first time, ended up having a horrible qualifying round, still qualified in 9th with -10. Hope I can do better. Yeah, I'm sure, the biggest part of playing in these tournaments is learning from your mistakes and doing things differently. So I'm sure you learned some valuable lessons today during your round. Let's see. Michael Bolton says, I think I know why you went in the bunker on hole 2 after you adjusted for wind. You didn't move the target back up for power. I'll have to go back and look at it, Michael. I'm pretty sure what I need to do right there on 2 is either use a little bit more power with the Thor 5 or move up to an extra mile 8 on that shot. So I guess I have a choice to make right there. Do I use the Thor 5 with more power, overpower, or do I go with an extra mile 8? Probably still have to do a little bit of extra overpower, but not quite as much as I would have to with the Thor. The extra mile 8 stuff actually has a pretty decent amount of accuracy at that level, so that actually may be an option. But we'll have to go back and look at the shot and see if I can see what you were talking about for sure. Herb says the trees are the best chance at eagle. I don't know. If you go straight, if you go to the right side, that Thor shot's pretty nice. All right, we definitely. Oh, this is just a shootout. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. That. Hit it great to the right. And almost got it. Almost got that hole in one with that shot. Trying to keep up with the chat as best I can. What's up, Brian Benton? Hope you're having a good night tonight. No, David, not really. That's the first thing that came to my mind. All right. So hole number 8 is up. And that is the hole we just played on the shootout. So let's see, are we going to play it to the left or are we going to play it to the middle? I think we're going to try the middle shot with the Kingmaker. And the sniper. We played it twice to the left, now we're going to try it to the middle. So we're going to stick with the Kingmaker. And this is going to be a very min level shot. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty min level shot. We're going to play a 10% downhill on the shot. And let's go with 3 down, 1 right. We'll try a 3 down, 1 right. All right, we'll use a katana ball. Minus 12 in pro. It'll get you through. You can make some corrections on the round, increase that score for the opening round, I'm sure. I mean that's honestly not a bad score. I mean, minus 12 is a really good score. Don't be fooled by all these really good scores you're seeing. Minus 12 is a good score. I mean, that left side shot seems to give you a pretty good chance at the ace. I still think the best chance at the ace is going up the middle for sure. All right, so we'll put the katana in. And 3 down, 1 right. Okay. And 8.6, that's about a 7.4 ring adjustment. We're just kind of guessing that one right there. And hit great to the right anyway, so it doesn't matter. Looks like the distance was correct. So the 3 rings of backspin, definitely good on that. I mean, this shot right here is just, I don't know, I think it just really depends on where you hit. If you hit one place, it can bounce one way. If you hit another place, it can bounce another way. It's really a little bit of a flip of a coin as far as, you know, getting the ace is concerned on this hole. It's a very touchy shot from a very small area to work with, really. So you really, you can play one spin one time and get the ace. You can play that same exact spin another time and hit just like a barely at all to the left to the right and be completely off. It's definitely an interesting hole in that type of aspect. Scott says, so on the weekend I'm going left. I don't know, on the weekend I might use I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I like the shot up the middle in that hole. I always have. All right, so we got one hole left here. I'm going to go with the Thor. And we are going to move up to... No, not enough there. We might just stick with the sniper and see what it can do. I think we're just going to stick with the sniper. But we are going to use a Titan ball on this hole. All right. So Thor 5. We are going to play this one at a 20% adjustment off the tee. And 9.4. All right, so 9.4, that's a 6.7. We'll just go with the 6.5. Hit it great to the left. It'd still be okay. Or not. I think it's time for a game reinstall on this phone. Either that or they lied about their servers being updated. All right, so y'all, I was wondering what y'all are talking about. Y'all are talking about hole number 7 still. Okay. I was kind of confused there for a second, but y'all are talking about hole number 7. Oh, so RJ, you went through the trees, huh? So we're just going to play this one out and try to give ourselves a second shot to the green, kind of like maybe I would have on a good drive, and do a little bit of practice that way. I think they technically have a week, Clint, to get those servers updated, but it's been some crappy lag today for me, and it might be my phone. I don't know. It might not be Playdemic's fault. Can't blame everything on them, right? I'm gonna have to go back and watch RJ's round if he was having that good of a round. All right, so let's see what we got here with the sniper. (10 mph). Let's go ahead and play this one at a 10 ring adjustment. We actually hit one perfect. Amazing. So the sniper is definitely a club that will work on this hole for my second shot, so that's good to know. So playing it the way I had planned out to play it, it will work. So we're going to go back and I'm going to talk about each of the 9 holes here real quickly before we cut the stream off, and kind of talk about maybe a little bit what I've learned today on this round. I think a review time is definitely an important thing to do after you finish playing a round, because you can do it while it's kind of fresh on your mind, especially if you're redoing your notes. Going back and repeating it to yourself, or as I'm going to do here out loud, is definitely an advantage to help you improve. So alright, so let's go and let's go look back at the holes 1 through 9. Alright, so hole number 1. I like to play the way we played hole number 1 with a Thor's hammer and the sniper. That worked out fairly well, I think. Hole number 2, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video of this because Michael says I did not correct an adjustment, and he thinks that may be why I go into the sand. I didn't use any kind of overpower on that shot, and it is a straight side wind. In my mind, I'm thinking pro still because I've been playing my pro accounts today, and in pro you have a nice tailwind to kind of carry that shot for you naturally. In expert you don't, though. You have that straight side wind pretty much. So even with a Thor 5, I think I should need to overpower that shot to get it over the bunker, but possibly with an extra mile 8 it would not require as much of an overpower. So that's something I've got to decide on right there as far as which club I'm going to use. Scott F says, since I cannot be a sponsor, here's to a new laptop or phone. Thank you very much, Scott. $24.99 on the donation. Apparently Scott cannot sponsor me because he's got an iPhone. He's tried to do the whole sponsorship deal where he gets the cool emblem and emojis, but it just is not working for him. Not sure what to do. We've tried to give him the link directly to the YouTube game site and everything. It just won't work. So $24.99. Thank you very much, Scott. Y'all give Scott some love in the chat. Appreciate that, my friend. All right, we talked about hole number 2. Hole number 3. I know I can make the shot from the lower portion of the fairway with the Goliath. That's a pretty easy shot for me to make. I know I have an adjustment down for that. I would like to kind of figure out how to play that rough bump though, with the sniper from that upper right edge. Our good friend Pete informed us that it is a an in between min and mid level shot, which would definitely explain why our ball did what it did, because we did adjust for max. So we need to adjust for mid adjustment instead, somewhere in there. Let's see. That's hole number 3. Hole number 4, we need to get the ball a little bit farther down the fairway and give ourselves a shot with our Thorn or our Hornet. So to do that, we will use full topspin and left spin. What you want to do is you want to aim the shot down the right side a little bit farther back from the hump, because you do want your ball to shoot underneath the tree and not up into the tree. So I'm pretty sure we have our adjustments down fairly well for that shot. We're going to go with 2 bars of backspin and 1 bar of left spin in the expert. And we're going to aim our ball guide just to the right, in between the pin and the right edge of the cup. Zach, I think it does. I've done it before, and it seems to have helped speed up the game for sure. Michael Bolton with the $4.99 donation. Thank you very much, Michael Bolton. Thank you very much, my friend. Y'all give Michael some love in the chat. Let me see if I missed anything up here in the chat while I've just been talking away about my my recap. Nope. All right. If you reinstall, you have to load everything on every account. I'm not... I mean, last time I did it, it actually helped. It helped my game. It feels like it helped my game. I don't know. Maybe this is all in my mind. All right, so we talked about hole number 4. Hole number 5, we played that one really good. We played that one with the Thor 5. The first shot was perfect. That's the one where we played, less adjustment on the wind to add that extra distance to our shot. And then we played the sniper. We played it at 4.5 rings of backspin, although Tim says we should play it at 4. We were just barely short of the hole. So I think 4 or 4.5 bars of backspin will help work on that one. And you got to be careful on your adjustment on that shot. Is it min, mid, max, in between those two? So you got to make sure you know what that shot is, because it can definitely change depending on how well you hit your tee shot. Yeah, as long as all your accounts are secured, you shouldn't have any issues with losing accounts. If you are playing a guest account and you don't have it secured, reinstalling your game will cause you to lose that guest account. So yeah, definitely be mindful of that. Alright, so hole number 6. This is the shot we did with the quarterback, the full back and right spin. At least a half a ball of curl. Tim says I need to go more than a half a ball of curl. And I played this one at a 10%, an additional 10% adjustment, which Tim tells me is incorrect. So I'm going to have to talk with him a little bit on that one and see. Because I played the max, I played the min value, but with that 10% adjustment, the min value is actually too much, so it seems. So we'll have to talk a little bit about that one with Tim. Hole number 7, we fooled around and tried to play that shot through the woods. Tomorrow I will not be playing that shot through the woods. I will be playing that shot to the right side with the Thor 5 and Kingmaker. Pretty much full topspin, because that is pretty much a straight headwind on that shot. And then the second shot will be with my Thorn, Hopefully it's going to be at min range. That is kind of the best thing that could happen is you take that second shot at min range, and I think you have a really good chance at the chip in anytime you are shooting a thorn at min range. What's going on, Vic? How's it going tonight? You got in here a little bit late. We're just finishing up talking about our post-round notes and what we may need to adjust and correct. So hole number 8, we got to take this shot a few times from the left side. We got to take this shot a few times from the middle. We were close both times from the left side. And the middle shot, I wouldn't say we were far away. We had the distance correct. We were just about pin high, so we were correct as far as the backspin goes and of the adjustment. But as far as the spin goes, I think I went 1 bar of right spin, and that's just kind of one of those funky shots where you really got to hope and cross your fingers that you hit correctly on the fairway. You have a very small amount of fairway to work with that min-level sniper shot. If you are going to play to the left side, I would play with the Kingmaker with about 3 bars of backspin, 2.5 bars of right spin. And I do like to aim my ball guide a little bit on the back side of that hole. Vic says he's been qualifying his min account minus 11. That should make it. That should make it. And let's see, we got a new member. Michael Bolton has become a member / sponsor of the of my channel. Very cool. So Michael will have access to a customized banner and emojis. So Michael can drop the blue cans with me while he's drinking one himself. And then hole number 9, it's just going to be a Thor shot with top spin, left spin. I'm probably not going to play that shot with any curl. And then the second shot, we will be able to use our sniper. It seemed like we'll be able to use our sniper. So that's kind of a recap of over the notes and what we did today during our... it turned into a practice round. And we definitely can make some adjustments on that and try to go back at it again tomorrow. Full steam ahead. So that's what we're going to do. So thank you to those that were here tonight, hung out, and endured a practice round with me. And thank you to my my new sponsor, Mr. Michael. Thank you, Scott. And also thank you, Michael, as well, for your donations tonight. Thank you, the rest of you who donated your time to hang out with me. And as always, thank you to my mods who helped answer questions and just kind of helped me fill dead air time in the chat. So, not 100% sure on my schedule for tomorrow. I would like to stream the expert round. My 97-year-old grandfather is coming into town tomorrow, and we've got to move some recliners and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure on what the time schedule will be. It may be a late night stream, like 10 p.m. plus for me, but we'll see. I do have a rookie roundup and a pro roundup on the site, so if you play in either of those two divisions, I have posted those already with full commentary, so you can check those out. And as far as the tournament goes, on the 19th hole, hopefully we will be doing some sort of a draft tomorrow and determining the teams. He is still waiting for everybody to get on the community page and actually let him know that you qualified, so that he can actually put you in the pot to be selected. So that's going to be fun. We've got the clan stuff going on. If you want to be involved in a 19th hole clan, go on the thread that Tim Olson posted. Tim Olson's going to be heading that up. He's going to be in charge of organizing that aspect of the clan stuff, and post your name, your account, and a screenshot of your account so that we can look it over and get you placed in the correct place. So definitely check that out. Lots of cool things happening right now, and just it feels like I'm going on and on. But things that we're talking about are important things. So, all right. So I'm not sure if anybody else is going to be streaming tonight. I'm not 100% sure about Brad. I have not heard, but we'll see. So, anyways, y'all take care. We will hopefully see y'all again tomorrow, and y'all have a good one. God bless.